In Harbor Island, North St. Louis. I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
Coming up on the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, political parties making their last high-stakes appeal to voters ahead of the May 12th general election. ZNS News takes you across multiple islands as the campaigns go door to door with one final message. Plus, the Bahamas receives a credit rating upgrade from Moody's Investors Service. Government leaders calling it progress, but cautioning that the recovery effort is far from complete. In sports, government schools softball and baseball championships completed. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good evening. I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. The nation's chief Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, issuing a statement today on advancing the country's national interest in the United States. The release comes on the heels of an article in the Miami Herald indicating that the Bahamas has hired two allies of U.S. President Donald Trump to help strengthen relations with America. According to the U.S. Daily, the American Public Affairs advisors are MAGA youth influencer and commentator Cariso C.J. Pearson and Roger Stone. Prime Minister Davis explained that decisions made in Washington affects the country's economy, border security, migration, financial services, tourism, investments, and national security. He added that retaining advisory firms is a standard, transparent way for governments of all sizes to ensure that their perspectives are heard at the highest levels in U.S. policy debates. Well, there's a rally happening in Bimini with just days before the general election. The Progressive Liberal Party is taking its campaign to Bimini as part of a final push to connect with the voters across the islands. Our Remiko Knowles joins us live. Remiko, what can you tell us?
Well, Desmond, what's happening is the Progressive Liberal Party is continuing to ramp up campaign efforts throughout the islands of the Bahamas. And tonight it's all happening in Bimini, where party supporters will gather at the Smitty's Bar and Restaurant on this park. Nothing is actually happening at this moment. It's just all getting started. And so earlier today, what I saw, though, was just amazing. Lots of persons at the airport, lots of persons at the World Resorts Hotel in the lobby. They're expected to make their way here in just a few moments. Parliamentary officials say that 2,510 persons have registered between the islands of Bimini and the Berry Islands. And so this obviously will be one of those seats that the Progressive Liberal Party is hoping to retain come May 12th. I'm standing here with a party supporter, Kenneth Delancey, who is also one of the persons from Freeport, but he now lives in Bimini. Tell us, what are you looking forward to tonight as this rally gets started?
Yes, I'm from Freeport, but I've lived in Bimini for about 20 years. I'm playing some music with Stevie S here tonight. And right about here, we're building on what Obi Wilscombe left behind. And that's what we're building on. I see progress from what Obi Wilscombe left. And I know Randy Roll would do it.
I know that he is someone that the party has selected. He's coming behind Kingsley Smith. Does he have the support on the island as far as you can tell?
Yes, because he brought some family members over from the other side with him.
Okay. What are you hoping to hear from him tonight? I know he's a part of the persons that will be speaking from the podium. What are you hoping that he brings from the podium tonight?
Well, I hope he just say like he wanted to build what Obi left. That's what everybody is thinking, because Obi already laid the foundation. And Kingsley did, 2 years of it? Now it's Randy time.
I know the message for the party is choose progress, and they're looking to carry this two straight. What are you saying?
Two straight. Two straight.
Well, there you have it. That's the party supporter, Kenneth Delancey, a man from Freeport, but he's now in Bimini. Now, also expected to speak tonight is the party leader, Philip Brave Davis, along with the deputy leader, Chester Cooper. I saw earlier today Leon Lundy. He's also on the ground. He's expected to speak from the podium tonight, along with Pia Glover-Roll, the Minister of Labor and Public Service, as well as Fred Mitchell, the party's chairman, and I can just tell you what's happening on the ground. I think a motorcade is now making its way. As I mentioned, I did saw a few persons earlier at the airport as well as at the resort, but now they appear to be making their way on the grounds of Smitty's Beach Bar and Restaurant. So this, like I said, not much is happening at this very moment, but it is expected to pick up as the hour continues. And of course, we're going to continue to bring you coverage live on the ground. But until then, sending it back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Ramiko Knowles. Well, the Progressive Liberal Party took its message of progress to Kit Island. Scores of supporters turned out for a rally where party leader and Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, defended his administration's record and pushed back against criticism from the opposition. Davis warning that a vote for Michael Pentard and the Free Nation movement could reverse the gains his government made over the last 4 years.
They keep telling people that we haven't done anything. That's what they tell people. But look at the new aviation ambulance service, the new firefighters who have been trained, the upgraded clinics across Cat Island, Rumpke, and San Salvador. Talk about the roads, the potable water coming. And what do we call that? We call that progress. Friends, you all know that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. The new passport office is already bringing essential government services closer to yourselves. And our athletes, community groups, and creative people are getting better across the new office of the Ministry of Sports and Culture.
The Prime Minister also outlined what he says is the next phase of his government's development agenda, promising expanded opportunities and continued investments in key sectors.
We will provide more affordable housing. We will expand the rent-to-own program. We will support SPDC to ensure that they'll be able to support entrepreneurs. We have the Opportunity Hub, where anyone can go on that platform and find all the opportunities that we have made available for all Bahamians. The Tourism Development Corporation, started by our Minister of Tourism and Deputy Prime Minister, that's lending and providing grants in the touristic field to ensure that we get more out of that tourism product than the others. Agriculture and fisheries grants, they're all out there for you. What I call that, progress.
Well, the PLP continued its election push in the Central Bahamas Friday, taking its campaign message directly to voters in San Salvador. Here's Leah Cooper with more.
Supporters of the Progressive Liberal Party gathered in strong numbers at the Island Plaza in Coburn Town for a rally for progress where leaders laid out their vision ahead of the May 12th vote. Economic Affairs Minister, the Honorable Michael Halkitis, took to the stage, pointing to what he calls solid economic gains under the current administration. He highlighted growth, recovery, and opportunity, urging residents to make their voices heard at the polls.
One demonstration of the infrastructure and the airport renaissance, that like the Prime Minister put it, that we're doing throughout these family of islands. You know, your Prime Minister, your Member of Parliament is an island boy, now an island man. And he tells us every week around the cabinet table that the Bahamas is not only Nassau, the Bahamas is made up of all of these family islands.
Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, turned the attention to infrastructure, particularly the Family Island Airport Renaissance project. He said the initiative is key to connectivity and economic development across the archipelago.
But San Salvador, I want you to understand the impact of where you stand. When you vote, you're not only voting for an MP, you're voting for a PM. So when you go to the poll, you have the distinct privilege of voting for the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and this should not be taken lightly. Point number two is that San Salvador, your MP, your Prime Minister, is resolute in delivering his commitments to you. Whether it's the clinic or the airport or other infrastructure works, each day he wakes up, he is committed to working and delivering for you.
Party leader and Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, closed out the rally with a broader message of continuity and progress, calling on supporters to stay the course.
I'm so happy to report progress tonight. Before I go any further, let me first thank you again, the people of San Salvador, for your trust and your confidence in me to get the job done. It is that trust and confidence that I'm once again leaning on to continue the progress we are making for the Bahamian people. I must pause now to congratulate young people of San Salvador on some recent success. This past Wednesday, we demonstrated to adjudicators at the Bahamas National Arts Festival just why the people of this island are special. I'm told your dance and dramatic performances not only show the talent the people of San Salvador have, but also the potential for the big stage that can come from this amazing place.
The rally marks one of several campaign stops as parties ramp up efforts leading to Election Day. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, residents in Mical got a fiery dose of the Free Nation Movement's Fire Forward rally Friday as party officials continue their sweep through the family islands. The F&M's rally held in Inagua's Matthew Town, highlighted by concerns of possible job losses at Morton Salt following an announcement for cost-cutting exercise through layoffs. Party leader Michael Pintard saying the Prime Minister must stand up for employees, 75% of which could face the axe by early June. Pintard also telling fishermen that an F&M government will increase the protection of the industry. Scott Nixon, a resident of the area, also presented a long list of infrastructural shortfalls. The son of the soil and Michael candidate for the Free Nation Movement, James Leo Ferguson, says mobilization and accessibility are areas he will deliver to residents, noting that enhancements to the district's blue economy will be a goal of a Pintard-led government. Ferguson telling residents the best is yet to come. Moving forward, the next stop for the Free Nation Movement is Exuma, where they will continue to spread their message of working for you and not the few. Well, the Coalition of Independents took its campaign to the streets of New Providence today, staging a rally motorcade aimed at energizing supporters ahead of the upcoming general election. The event forms part of the party's wider push to connect directly with residents and build momentum on the ground. Here's Fern Curry.
The Coalition of Independents taking its rally to the streets of the capital Saturday in a huge motorcade that started at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center and passed through major corridors and highways. Participants dressed their cars, trucks, motorcycles, and themselves in party colors, blew their horns, and waved flags and pom-poms as they touted the party's Change is Here message to onlookers. The motorcade comes as political parties amplify their ground campaigns to build momentum and cement support heading into the May 12th general election.
Turnout was mind-blowing. I am humbled by the support of the people. We call this a road rally, not just a motorcade, it's a road rally. Since we had problems getting parks, they were putting limitations on us or telling us we needed to apply 2 weeks in advance when the election was in 2 weeks. So we decided we'll take it to the road, and that's what we're doing. And the Bahamian people came up, as you can see, and so we thank the Bahamian people.
The Coalition of Independents leader also highlighted the party's platform, which he said focuses on economic empowerment, anti-corruption, and strengthening the Bahamian economy.
We have to fix the immigration problem, and we have already outlined what we're going to do from day one to get that in order, to get things together. And we've put our plans together for immigration, for cost of living, what we're going to do to bring down the cost of living right away, in terms of being able to afford fuel, electricity, groceries, etc. We can get the cost of living down right away. In terms of healthcare, we're going to begin the process of building that hospital immediately. We've already spoken to professionals from in other countries, persons in the industry, to be able to get this done. And we have Bahamians running hospitals in other countries, and they are ready to come home.
Bain also urged Bahamians to come out and vote on Election Day. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Parliamentary Registration Department defending returning officer Sonia Culmer, noting it is satisfied she did not breach any established procedure and that ballots in her possession were sealed at all times. The department in a press release acknowledged controversy surrounding the transport of ballot boxes after the advance poll for the Elizabeth and Yamaquaw constituencies Thursday that took place at the Thelma Gibson Primary School in Elizabeth Estates. The department says the established protocol is that following the poll, the presiding officer is to return the sealed ballot box to the returning officer, who, accompanied by a senior police officer, then transports the ballot boxes to the parliamentary commissioner. Well, stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight continues after this. A big credit rating upgrade for the Bahamas. That and more when we come back.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
Near. Far. Where can I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price.
It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaks Field, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Thank you so much for staying with us. The Minister of Economic Affairs, the Honorable Michael Alquitas, is welcoming the country's credit ratings boost after Moody's raised the country's standard from B1 to BA3 in what it says reflects stronger government finances and improved management of debt. It's the second time the country has received an upgrade from Moody's in a single fiscal year. Alquitas says Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis led the charge where they set the timetable to get the country back into investment grade in 2 to 3 years. And 1 year in, gains are being made. Even so, he says there remains a lot more work left to be done.
The ratings upgrade, it shows that we are on the right track. We are very, very encouraged by it because this is the perspective of an impartial international credit rating agency. It's not something coming from the government of the Bahamas. This is coming from the professionals at this rating agency who have looked at our prospects, who have looked at our performance so far, and said they've decided to upgrade the rating of the Bahamas. What that means is it's an injection of confidence in the economy of the Bahamas. It undergirds the confidence of international investors, both financial and people who want to come in and do developments, for example. It shows the strength of the economy, and so it's very, very welcome news, and I'm just happy to be part of the team that has been pursuing this.
Well, several serious industrial accidents in just the first 2 months of 2026 have thrust workplace safety into the national spotlight. As the country observes Health and Safety Week, the Department of Labor warning that safety goes beyond the physical, extending to mental and emotional well-being. Here's West Alex Forbes.
5 separate industrial accidents, all within the first 2 months of the year. These accidents have sparked national conversations about safety on the job and how Bahamians can protect themselves from a similar fate. As we observe Health and Safety Week in the workplace, team lead for the Occupational Safety and Health Unit, Sharon Moss, is highlighting how proper supervision and adherence to safety protocols could make a difference between life and death.
Look at industrial accidents as it relates to the most recent one that would have been on Harold Road. There are quite a few preventions that could have been prevented as it relates to ensuring that you have a safety person on site at all times. When we look at the gentleman that was operating the forklift, there should have been another body there to direct him as to which direction to go.
On January 29th, Kingsley Dane, 52, a father of 3 and a construction worker, died after he was buried in an excavator during a hillside collapse near the Tonique-Williams-Darling Highway. That incident led to a near 24-hour search and rescue mission. On February 12th, Kirk Young, 49, a freelance mechanical engineer, was crushed by a forklift at the Airport Industrial Park. 2 weeks later, on February 23rd, another man was hospitalized after falling 20 feet from a bucket truck while repairing streetlights in Seabreeze. And 2 days later, on February 25th, another male was injured when a crane collapsed at a work site on Fire Trail Road West. Several non-fatal injuries have also been reported, a seemingly growing trend that officials term troubling.
Here in the Bahamas, we are making significant progress towards strengthening workplace safety standards through the process of ratifying International Labor Organization Convention C-155 that speaks to occupational safety and health. This reflects our national commitment to ensuring safety, healthier, and more supportive working environments for all workers.
Under C-155, employers are obligated to ensure a safe workplace, which includes equipment maintenance, chemical safety, protective gear, emergency plans, and establishing procedures to manage emergencies and accidents. But when asked about enforcement, Moss revealed that while violations are being identified, penalties remain limited.
We had quite a few, I wouldn't say was penalized, but we would have sent out prohibited notices, giving warnings as it relates to issues that should be corrected. Because we didn't have anybody that did not adhere, but as it relates to the prevention, in the event that you do not adhere to the notices, there is something where you can be penalized as it relates to paying a fine of $2,500.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes, Carlex Forbes.
We'll stay with us. ZNS Total Sports is up next.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. The GWSA softball for girls and baseball for boys championship swinging off on Friday at the Blue Wolf Sporting Complex. A look at the scores and who emerged victorious. Starting first over in junior girls, continuing their momentum from a dominant track and field season. The Raptors of C.A. Dries would take the trophy back home to Montel Heights with a dominant 14-7 win over the H.O. Nash Lions.
It's been awesome. These girls have been working hard for the past few weeks. When you practice pays off. And I'm so proud of them. We have some great nights who's leaving us this year. I'm happy for them that they go away with our championship. So I know that today will be a really good game. We worked on some stuff yesterday, and so once they execute what we worked on, I know that this game will be a very good game for us to win today.
Junior boys, HO would get their redemption. This one a much closer affair and would go down to the final inning. But when it was all said and done, it would be the Lions roaring loudly, defeating the Anatole Rogers Timberwolves 7-6.
We feel amazing. We fought hard, we played hard, and we came out winners.
So we feel great. We feel good? Yeah. Next season, we want to get a lot of 7th graders in from Freedom Farm, from JBLN. All of y'all who want to play, we the school to be at. So y'all come out. So this year we won the pennant and the championship. Last year, just championship. So this year we came for it all. We took it.
Over to senior girls, another nail biter, but the CB Bethel Stingrays would once again show that they are the most dominant softball program in the government school. On the senior girls side, they would edge out the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins 10-9 for their 3rd straight title.
More than happy because my team did what they had to do when it came down to that moment. I'm proud of myself for pulling through all 3 seasons at CV, and I'm just grateful.
I feel great. I really was just dependent on my teammates to make the plays and keep themselves, together throughout the entire thing. I was just there to make sure, everybody had somebody to lay on and, to let them know that they wasn't going through all of this by themselves and that they had someone who's here, who they could talk to and look for support.
In the track and field news from Friday was a complete domination from the St. Francis and Joseph Shockers as they would win every category at the Catholic Primary School track meet at the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. They would finish with a first-place position with 825 points. St. Thomas More would finish in 2nd with 775. Zavier's Lower School would finish in 3rd with 636 points. St. Cecilia's would finish 4th with 583. St. Francis would also win the primary category with 524 points and take the junior category with 301 points. And that's been a look at your sports on this Saturday. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
Some home items don't get enough attention until the wrong one fails. Let's talk about ladders, tubs, and toilets. A good toilet isn't just about looks. It needs a strong build, smooth flush, and easy cleaning. These are built for daily use, and they're strong, modern, and reliable. Next, ladders. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. It has a strong frame, a solid step, and proper grip. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. A tub should feel solid, comfortable, and easy to clean, not thin and flimsy. These tubs are made to last and make your bathroom feel better the moment you step in. If you want strong toilets, ladders, and quality tubs, visit We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. Send a WhatsApp to 636-8412 or shop online at wbusbahamas.com.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes because their job is to work for you.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Lane joins us with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. We have near clear skies outside of our studios, but that's all going to change within the next 24 hours. Temperature currently at 84 degrees. Relative humidity, 64%. The winds are out of the south at 14 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,012.3 millibars. That's 29.89 inches, and the pressure is steady. Now, your temperatures around the islands, Freeport and Grand Key reported 83 degrees. Marshall, Abaco, where I'm at just now at 87 degrees, 82 in the Berry Islands. Alistown, Bimini, 80 degrees, 82 degrees in Harbor Island. Roxanne, Eleuthera at 84, picking up some 87s in Camps Bay, South Andros. Also, Black Point, Exuma at 87 degrees. Alderstown, Cat Island, 82. In Fresh Creek, Central Andros, they have a temperature of 83 degrees. Further south, Georgetown, Exuma, 84 degrees. Rum Key and San Salvador at 82. Clarence, Long Island, and Crooked Island, 84 degrees, and we're picking up 84 also in Acklands and Ragged Island, sliding over to Betsy Bay, Maguana, 84 degrees there, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 82 degrees. Body forecast tonight for the northwestern islands. Winds south to southwest ahead of an advancing cold front. Speeds are picked up 12 to 18 knots. The wave height is building 3 to 6 feet. So we do have a caution flag in place for you boaters in the northwestern Bahamas tonight. Now the high tide that will take place at 9:20, and for the central and southeastern islands, winds southeast 10 to 15 knots. The wave height is 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And on Sunday, which is tomorrow, the winds north to northeast 10 to 15 knots, and that's after that frontal passage. The wave height's down 2 to 4 feet. High tide will occur at 9:35 in the morning with the low tide at 3:36 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands, beautiful boating conditions, flat seas with light and variable winds. And our satellite picture showing that advancing cold front right now just across the northern portion of Florida, making its way closer to Lake Okeechobee. That will start spreading some clouds over the extreme northwestern Bahamas late tonight. And we'll see an increase in showers as we head into Sunday. Some of those showers could be locally heavy at times, particularly during the frontal passage. Now, forecast tonight, mainly clear, warm, and humid with a thunderstorm in spot late tonight or during the early morning hours, with the low temperature falling off to 78 degrees. And tomorrow, we're looking at morning showers in the area. Otherwise, it's going to be humid with a mixed bag of clouds and sunshine. High temperature climbing up to 86 degrees. Extended weather forecast, mixed bag of cloud and sunshine tomorrow, followed by some cloudy skies, scattered showers, and thunderstorms. And some of those thunderstorms, as we said earlier, could be heavy at times on Monday as that frontal system continues to push through. Come Tuesday, we will have breezy conditions, 1 or 2 residual showers, particularly during the morning, but things will dry out as we head into the middle part of the week, with some showers returning on Friday. Temperature-wise, going to get quite warm as we head into the middle part of the week for the first time for the year, reaching 90 degrees on Thursday. Those nighttime temperatures becoming uncomfortable. We're looking at some mid to upper 70s for the next 7 days, Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the Weekend Edition. Thank you so much for making ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the Sun covers the Bahamas better. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price.